Good morning, Internet. So, you're thinking about making a repair on your baler yourself. Something broke. And you're like, oh, I got a welder. I'll knock this out. Totally reasonable to do. Dealership charges a lot for something as simple as this. A mobile mechanic coming out or a mobile welder, even if it's not the dealership, it'll probably be a couple $100 into it by the time you're done. So my little buzz box welder, I think, was 300 some. It's a little AHP stick welder. Thing's great. I hope that they come out with another quality MIG at some point, because I would probably buy it, get something more and better than what I got. But you're thinking about welding on it yourself. You've got most of you already know how to weld. These are some of the things that you kind of need to be thinking about. All right, so working on your baler and safety things. Number one, safety stops on both sides if you're working on a round baler. Don't ignore those. This thing weighs a lot when it's hanging up in the air. And I think there's a label warning or something on there that says, like, this moves faster than you can. They're not kidding. You do not want to die getting crushed in your round baler. Second thing you need to do, get yourself a leaf blower, blow all of the chaff off the area that you're going to be working on. You will have a very bad day if your baler catches on fire and you did not do some basic prep work. What are we on? Number 3, safety glasses. ANSI rated. Don't mess around. I just buy ones at Menards. I use them as my sunglasses, so they're basically always on my head. The other thing is, when you're welding, safety glasses will protect you if you forget to put your hood down. They'll help you prevent you from getting flash. So wear them underneath your welding helmet and just turn the setting on the welder. Like, I got auto dimmer, so I just set it to be appropriate for the eyewear that I'm wearing. Next thing, a hose that's already turned on. You do not want to have to run around, if something does catch on fire, run around trying to find water. Just work on it in the spot where you've already got water. Have it already turned on, hooked up. I've already tested, make sure I got flow. There's not air bubbles or junk in the hose. So if something does catch on fire here, I can put it out very quickly. Put on your safety gloves too when you're welding. And the sweatshirt if it's not 90, 100 degrees. You'll just save yourself a lot of burns. So what I'm welding is this little tab. All right, just gonna turn the camera. I'm welding on this guy. So it's been welded before. And what keeps happening is the welds are broken. So I can by hand move it up. That's a problem because this is what prevents the gate from opening. When there's a bale in the chamber. Yeah, and that's just it's causing some problems for me because it keeps getting stuck up. So we're gonna fix that side. This side broke off ages ago. I'm not gonna mess with that one for the moment. Baler works just fine with it as the way that it is. I also need to fix, there's a bar that's broken and one that's not connected right now. That's what stopped me bailing last night. Yeah, I'm gonna do a second more setup here and get ready to weld on this. You can see no chaff in the area that I'm welding. I blew all the stuff off there, anywhere that I felt the spark was likely to go. yeah, don't mess around with fire and balers. Okay, so you're about ready to weld. Next thing is your welding rod choice. I like the Hobart stuff, but these rods that are in here are not Hobarts. They're 7018s. Junk I got at Menards, but they're what I had at the house this morning. So, get your ground hooked up. I'm running on a generator, so I'll turn you guys off while I'm doing this because it'll be very loud, but clean your welds as best you can. I can't really do anything to clean my welds, so I sprayed it down with brake cleaner to make sure there wasn't oil on it, let it all flashed off. And now we're gonna hot glue it together permanently. So you're done welding. Moved everything out of the way. And take some water and splash it on that part. Cool it down, you know, so it's warm is fine, but not hot. And just hang out and chill with it for a second, make sure it all looks hunky-dory, and nothing's gonna catch on fire. Don't walk. This is a really bad time to walk away from something you just welded on, because something might get to smoldering, and you don't necessarily notice right when you're done welding on it, but 20 minutes later your whole baler's on fire. So stay close to your equipment after you've done this. Keep a pretty close eye on it, keep the hose handy. Yeah, you should be safe to weld on your baler. Hopefully this helps somebody.